Am I nervous? No, I guess I'm not nervous doing this. But we want to think before we look into some of the thoughts and things, notes. I want to say, what did Bill Clinton, what did his presidency do for America originally, and what makes it the Clinton playbook in particular? How would you be able, how would I be able to, or anybody else be able to generalize something, a topic of the Clinton playbook? It's completely Democrat Party line, what they want. They want to destroy America. They have people fooled into believing that the Republicans are all the ones that want to destroy America. But Republicans aren't destroying America. They can only help destroy America because Republicans, none of them, even as rhino as they are not the ones pulling the lever on ultimately destroying America and its utter destruction. It's if you go back and you look at George Bush or any other conservative that they want to say blame wasted money, blew the economy, but he did a budget. Go look at the people that he was doing a deal with. So it is not always good to be practical and do deals with Democrats. Now is time to embarrass Democrats and not go with the status quo. So whenever I'm looking for a candidate now, I would like to see things get accomplished. But if they're going to refuse to do a deal, or if the Democrats want my candidate to do a deal with them, I want him to come out with his own proposal, share it completely and thoroughly online with the media, wherever, all the outlets that they could possibly, whatever, let their idea escape to so people can review it. And then what I want is the debacle to be for the Democrat Party, not for America. I want America to be successful and not to be destroyed. And I don't blame America. You know, I don't think I'm a creepy person. I'm an American, and they're generalizing me and themselves and other people here by talking about air pollution and everything else, even though America up to this point is probably America, maybe Germany and a lot of other countries like that have paved the way for the rest of the world to have cleaner air and live better lives and to be more environmentally sound. So climate is really blowing it out of their butt, blowing smoke up people's butt at the same time while they're blowing it out of their Democrat politician butt. Because the people that they would always are always going to give a pass to are going to help out and let them be more productive and let them do push full board even more pollution, okay, is people that are highly polluted and um, are the ones that are releasing all of the carbon emissions still on the planet. And you can see how bad it is and isolated, and that pollution doesn't necessarily just walk off either, um, geographically. However, the ecosystems work, it tends to stay in the area where it was polluted out of, unless the Chinese have a sound way to clean up their pollution. I'll tell you what, we'll go in there, we'll clean their pollution up. How's that sound? And then we'll wipe their debt, our debt. We'll squash our debt. How about we invade China and we go into China and we make them clean up all their factories and quit polluting and be as good as we are up to this point, not to be more better than we are, just to be as clean to the air and the environment as we are right now. As far as our cars and carbon releasing vehicles or whatever apparatuses go, we want to totally invade China however we can. Make them invade themselves. Make them fight their own self internally over it. But squash our debt that we owe to China to clean their pollution all up. I think that sounds like a good trade, a good deal to me. If you really want to talk about climate and you want to be serious about it, I think that's where you need to basically get Russia on board to rough them up too. Have everybody sanction China. I'll tell you, by the end of the year, day, or millennium, or however it would end up being at the end of the discussion, the world would be against China and anywhere else that is heavily polluted to get their selves under control. Get it to where we can actually put bees back into China and repopulate um, different species of animals that have gone extinct because it is so highly polluted over there. But but here we are with our administration here. They think it's only appropriate that they attack us for no reason. It makes no common good sense for them to attack us. But here we are. That's more of the Clinton playbook. So, what did the Clinton playbook do in particular when Clinton was in there? Bill Clinton was in there. It outsourced our jobs. So here's the conclusion of how they are doing it now with this knucklehead in the White House now. Um, I really don't want to say his name. I don't like him at all. I think for whatever corny reasons he hates America or has bitter, he won't ever get over it, even though he's been president and seen with his own very eyes how good America and Americans really are. He still wants to try to justify his evil position and wanting to get even with America. So, what is he gonna do now? The conclusion of the Clinton playbook here in conclusion is what they've been doing a lot of already, and you can't say that all uh, foreign business owners here in America are guilty people or wrong. Okay, but that's basically how he is going to sell America out. He's going to sell us out strong by now it's not just by outsourcing the jobs out, but now he's sourcing sourcing some in. So what that means is um, he's actually he's doing he's doing signing deal on foreign takeover of America's land and resources. Okay, and that's basically what I'm getting to. So how they're gonna totally pull the rug out from under each American. So how I can prove right here just how utterly wrong you are for whatever reason you think gay marriage or whatever you want to throw in our face. Say you want to keep this politically correct shit bullshit, keep throwing that in our face. I'm gonna keep throwing in your face while you're a moron um, for supporting a complete takeover of America to foreigners and to keep on not just doing it to me. You guys that vote Democrat are attacking yourself. You're attacking you as well. It's makes even less sense you attacking your own self in your own country instead of putting your cards together and saying, wait a second, look, this is my house. If you want to take it away from the perspective, you put it into perspective with just a literal house, not the government or anything. I'm just talking about real life in general. Each person, they have their house. You don't want somebody you do not want to come into your house You would only prefer that everybody would be safe and snuggle in their own homes, right? So, not everything is perfect, but why are why are they pushing this so far? Is it for complete control? Complete, utter control. That's why they do what they do. They throw it in your face. They talk this insensitive, political correct, old garbage crap they throw in our face so that they can keep on the argument going. And it's double standards all the way with these people because, if it works out, I'll use religion for a second. If it works out for their favor, they'll use religion at you. But if it doesn't, they'll tell you, oh, you got to keep religion separate. You know what I mean? So I have no religional freedom or rights, right? If I'm an American or a Christian, right? So certain like cults would have more rights than anybody, or they're trying to say have more rights than us. They're giving Muslims another holiday I will totally not respect and I will totally spit on. You try to make another Islamic uh, holiday on the 24th. I think it's a mockery. I spit on that completely, and I'm thinking of Christianity or Christians and Jesus Christ's birthday and Him dying for our sins. You totally throw religion in your face and my personal religious freedom opinion at you. I spit on your Islamic faith for trying to force your views and stuff on yours, on us, on others, in our own place. And I do not forgive you. I do not forgive you. I will always have a bitter feeling against people, especially people who think that it's okay to go blow yourself up on other people and go shoot other people. I see Arabs standing up with us against this, but I don't see Muslims, Arabs, and other Muslims standing up with us, holding up a gun or a rifle on this side against these freaking tyrannical people who are sons of Obama, okay, who are going around shooting everybody up. Why there's a historical amount of mass shootings under this guy. So he's not at war with Christians and Christianity. He doesn't want to see them being conquered. How come? I just want to ask one more question. How come Christian refugees are being denied? And Obama keeps doing everything to the point where I'm saying, I want to have a civil war here. I want to go ahead and just get her done, and I would like to legitimately, legally take all of the steps and approaches towards getting that guy out of the White House, and not only that, but now it's personal and it amounts to his head, his literal head on a platter is what I want to see. Him being so anti-American, anti the American Constitution and our founding government and Christians and the way that this place is set up to be in peace. Okay, and not give people, if they want to be a Muslim and not a Christian or Buddhist or something else or whatever the heck you want to be, we only allow people like that, any of them, even Christians, to come in here who think of peace, who they want to just be left alone. They don't want to be bothered with um, their own religion first. I don't want to be bothered with the way I think, which I think adds up to principles and being able to be trustworthy by other human beings. So it's all up to you guys. Some of your friends you hear the saying like your friends, you think you're your friends, but they're really not your friends. Wouldn't you rather have a place where you can be trusted and everybody else is trustworthy? and everybody feels like a pack together, like they're American friends. Being an American means that you're my buddy. We can talk. I don't have to sit there and bullshit with you all day long. But gosh, when I see you, I want to be, I want to be a little bit excited and happy, like cheers, kind of. You walk into an American atmosphere somewhere out here. You want to be greeted, uh, well, with open arms and welcomed. So I don't know why the pathological ends and means to distract to destruction, except Obama thinks that he's going to get complete government power for himself or the Democrats. But also, my opinion of the thing is I think he is a weak person. I don't think that people like him are tough enough to even approach a recruiter. And the guy is already, what, 50 something? So it's way too late for Obama to actually go enlist, join the service, and go through boot camp and sit there and take the army drill sergeant is not going to kick your ass like a Marine drill instructor is going to kick your ass. A Marine drill instructor is what a person really probably needs, I would guess, uh, to at least see what other people go through. If it doesn't work, I don't see how it couldn't. But have the guy go through some kind of boot camp is out of the question because he's way too old now. So when you're talking about somebody who would refuse to go serve in American service just for 2 years, not even 2 years. You wouldn't even, if you could, for 1 year, you wouldn't even go serve for 1 year. It's pathetic. It sounds kind of meaningless and pointless unless there's some kind of civil service job maybe that requires a person to go through military boot camp for some reason and then wind up in the other occupation and not actually in the service. But it's way too late for that guy to go and become a warrior. So that's where a lot of his weakness derives from. He would not last. He couldn't break his way out of a wet paper bag. Is I know that for a fact. But you got other people, leaders. Somebody pointed this out to me yesterday about Putin. So whether you like him or not, you must admit that Putin's a fighting type of person. He would fight you. You know what I mean? If you started something with him, he would get down and and fight and box and boogie with you. So Obama wouldn't. He'd be looking for his guards and for somebody to jump in there and save his ass, to save him. So that's why the complete takeover of by the government and all the power that he wants, complete power to do whatever he wants, seems so ridiculous because they are very weak, very weak, and not, you know, a very, convincing, authoritative person and being. It sounds laughable. So even the Clintons, they are also, with all the murders and everything, all the crimes and everything swept under the rug around those people. Um, all the mysteries that circle the Clintons, I still think that they are cowards. Yeah, and I'd call the American unions and all those people, those punks, they're cowards too. They're a bunch of cowards. You're not American. You're un-American. And I'd love to see a revolution here where you guys are all taken out and the opposite is done than what they did with Cuba. And the good people actually go and just snatch all of the union people and all these thugs and these mafiosos up, just snag them up out of their house and take them out and do it in public. Just kill them off. Um, so that's what I'd like to see happen. And I think it's only the course of where America went. A couple of good people died along the way for America to become what it was, what it is. So I don't see America going backwards. And the last thing I'll say here again, it's the same thought I'll have in many of my videos, probably, um, is what my question is: if you don't like American democracy and your freedoms, and it not be completely run by a tyrant, a bunch of tyrants who are a bunch of uh, thieves, like are here to rip you off and raise your taxes until your society does collapse completely. What kind of system do you guys want to follow or go on? Do you think that this destructive position and uh, way that you're going is going to lead to something better? Do you think that lying, cheating, and manipulating and killing and hurting innocent people, doing all the wrong things on purpose, just to do the wrong thing, just because I don't know, you want to be a bastard, you want to get to the point of doing the opposite? Do you think that that's going to get us to a better position or something better or more positive, and not to be actually run by some kind of dictator? You don't think that that makes their role from the Democrat Party look like they're a bunch of swindlers and they're really the Nazis? They're a bunch of Nazis? It does to me. I really do. That's my opinion. I would please love the people that be open minded, not just take my opinion for that, but to circulate around that and let it go around your brain a little bit. And you do your own researches, open the boxes a little bit more, discover what you can, and make your own opinions. Of course, I don't want people to have my own personal opinion, but I would appreciate people to have a strong opinion and a persuasive one, but in an intellectually thought out, um, you know, input that you give me. You know what I mean? Because I don't riddle this thing out without putting at least some kind of uh, cautious, very concerning thought process in my mind before I go and give this video to you. You know what I mean? And I'd appreciate it to be us to be able to talk about this stuff and not be hateful. The more hateful people look, the more childish they look, and they look like a fucking 12-year-old. I'm not a fucking 12-year-old anymore. I'm fucking in my 30s. Be realistic with y'all. And I'm an adult, so I really like to have an adult conversation, not a perverted one either, on politics or whatever. Appreciate it. Peace. Thanks.